And 1 year of war has altered the landscape of Gaza, leaving much of the area decimated.
And there's no end in sight as the conflict threatens to become a larger regional war. In a lot of ways, it already has. Good day's Lissette Nunez outside the United Nations this morning with the very latest on the fighting. Lissette, good morning.
Good morning, Dan and Tashani. Well, ceasefire negotiations have stalled for quite some time, and over the weekend, Israel launched new airstrikes that hit a mosque as well as a school in Gaza. Today marking 1 year since the horrific attack that ignited the Israel-Hamas war. On October 7th, Hamas crossed the border into Israel and took 250 hostages. 1,200 people were killed in the surprise attack. In response, Israel declared war on Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Since there has been a wider escalation in the region. Israel is also fighting with Hezbollah amid ongoing conflict with Iran. Retired U.S. Army Major Mike Lyons is a military analyst.
Hezbollah and Hamas are allies, both funded completely by the Iranians. Without the Iranians backing, they wouldn't have any military capability whatsoever. And Israel has done an admirable job of destroying both of their militaries.
The war has decimated the Gaza Strip. More than 40,000 Palestinians have been killed, according to local health officials. Over the weekend, thousands of people fled a refugee camp in northern Gaza after Israel issued an evacuation order. Israel launching a new air and ground offensive in northern Gaza. A Palestinian official says multiple people were killed and injured after an Israeli airstrike hit a mosque and school over the weekend. In a 60 Minutes interview, Vice President Kamala Harris was asked if the U.S. had any sway over Prime Minister Netanyahu after billions of dollars of military aid has been sent to Israel.
The aid that we have given Israel allowed Israel to defend itself against 200 ballistic missiles that were just meant to attack the Israelis and the people of Israel. And when we think about the threat that Hamas, Hezbollah presents, Iran, I think that it is without any question our imperative to do what we can to allow Israel to defend itself against those kinds of attacks.
Lissette Nunez, Good Day, New York. And in that interview, Vice President Kamala Harris went on to say that she will continue to work to get more humanitarian aid as well as getting the rest of those hostages released. She also went on to say that she will continue to put pressure on Israel as well as other Middle Eastern leaders. As Liz here from the East Side, Dan Tashani, back over to you guys.
Lizette, thank you for that report.